is a box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Timbecon, the home of all things you need to get woodworking, in association with Gradually Wizardly, are proud to present this Back to Basics series, all about making boxes. And without further ado, here is your host, Phil Schinbein.
Okay, calm down. My name's Phil Schinbein. That narrator has a new microphone and he's very excited about it. In this series of videos, we're going to make a bunch of boxes to varying degrees of complexity, starting with this one here and ending up with these cabinets with drawers in them down here. We're going to use very basic tools and materials, and it should be a lot of fun. Stick around.
Did I say that right? Is it supposed to be Schinbein?
Every piece of furniture ever made is a series of boxes to varying degrees of complexity. A drawer is simply a box on slides. If you put those slides into a larger box, you have a cabinet, right? You could probably make the argument that a table is simply a box with open sides and no lid. Or bottom, I suppose. No bottom. I guess it has a lid. Anyway. In this video, we're going to make a very simple basic box that you can make yourself. This particular box will use the Milescraft doweling jig, some glue, and obviously some dowels, and some very basic dimensional pine that you can get at Hammer Barn.
What are you doing? You're already outside. What a weirdo. So for this kit, we're going to need the dowel jig kit, which is fantastic. Everything you need all in one box. Your basic mallets and markers and stuff. You're going to need, obviously, a marmalade jar full of dowels. I don't know why it has to be marmalade, but that's all right. Type 3, which is the go-to for everything, and that's just some 12mm pine. The most important part of any project is the planning and the layout. For our box here, we'll be making a very simple 200 by 300 by 100 open top box with a simple divider in the middle of it. You'll see fairly often throughout this little bit here that I keep switching colors back and forth on one of those 4-color pens from, I think I got it at the grocery store. I love using these for my planning, simply because, you know, I draw the thing in black and I do the measurements in red. And I explain the joinery to myself later because I'll forget in blue and green, right? It's very handy. The bottom is just going to be 2 bits, you know, pinned together with dowels as well. So there you go. Now we know what we need to cut out, so let's go do that. Well, yeah, after that, of course. I don't know where I got this from, the hook and the cord over your arm, but it's kind of irrelevant now. Everything's cordless, but whatever. So there's all the pieces cut out. The reason I like dowels is because it really hides the joinery, right? It ends up making it look just like basic butt joints, but they're so much stronger. And this joint mate kit here has so many fantastic different ways to use the same thing, right? You can use the edge guide like you're seeing me do here, right? And you don't necessarily need a vise. You can just, you know, clamp it down to the edge of a workbench or what have you. It's very straightforward stuff. You can also use the pins there like a center finder. So you push... You rotate the unit on the top so that the 2 pins register, and then it automatically ends up being in the center, right? The kit comes with that drill bit and the depth stop as well, by the way. It's very handy. So now you got everything. Now I've got everything all laid out. There's my favorite pencil, and it's very important you mark all the bits of the corners so that they line up with the holes you've already drilled, obviously. You know. Yeah. And the kit, yeah, see? Has to line up. No. The kit only comes with 2 of these indicator markers, right? So what I do is I'll do 2 of them fairly far apart right? And I'll set it up in such a way that I can just kind of bash the first two, right? And then just pop out one of the things and move it over. And move them over one at a time so that I'm always registering against another one, right? That way I don't lose track of where everything is. Love that mallet. It's so pretty. You might need a putty knife to pop them out. They're supposed to go in very tight, by the way, in case you're curious about that. Got to make sure the edges line up straight as well. So there you go. You got your holes transferred. And now you can use the actual drill mate from this kit again as a drill guide as well. Very handy. Man, that parrot vise is so handy. I love that thing so much. We did a Cool Tool Tuesday on that actually. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo for it, I guess. They are supposed to be so snug, so you can just smash them into place as you go. Ta-da! So there's your
fit.
Basic.
However, let's add a divider. Just about, I don't know, we'll say there, maybe?
Just about to get to that.
We're going to add just one dowel there and one there. We're just going to keep it nice and easy.
You're not supposed to be talking to the camera at this part.
Wait,
what are you doing?
That square?
Check
Yeah,
square,
that's more
check
like it.
square. Another handy way that you can use this... That's cheating.
Call that our center line instead.
Another handy way you can use this kit is just to line up the... There's a line on the actual unit itself, and you just line it up on your center line, and you can just drill straight down. It's very handy. 3 different ways to use the same tool. 4, really, if you think of it as a drill guide as well.
Where's my snazzy pen? I'll make them bright blue. Here's Louis. Yeah. Clowns in my coffee, clowns in my coffee, and you're so vague.
What?
Alrighty, so now we let that dry.
Here's another fun thing about dowels. If you stuff up and you drill holes in the wrong spot, usually you'll never see them when the thing's put it back together. Back this up a little bit and pause it. Have a look.
Check square. Check. Close enough.
I should say, this amount of clamps is actually probably overkill, but I have them, so, you know, why wouldn't I use them? As you can see in that kit there, it does come with all of these things for 6, 8, and 10 millimeter dowels. I don't know about the glue that comes with it, though. It's kind of... I didn't even open it. I have Type-On 3, and that stuff's the best.
Dude, you're still here. Weird. So there you have it. One very simple, very basic box in which you can put whatever you got, whatever you feel like putting in a box. Yeah. If it's your first time here, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Hit the links down below in the doobly-doo. Go to www.timbecon.com.au to find everything you need to get wood working. Also, don't forget to, follow me, Gradually Wizardly. I'm Phil Schinbein, and I will see you when next I see you. Now then, if only I had somewhere to put this box. Start over, do it again, you bloody great wazzock.